Okay, welcome back to Veilguard. That's a bit weird. I thought I was at the Metas crossing. Hmm. Hold on, let me check something. Okay, yeah, we're good. Alright, so we need to talk to Solus. So let's see what's that about.
Wait, that room wasn't there before. I don't think. Therefore, Harding must have put my pack here. It makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things.
Mhm. Okay. Harding notes. Large and Maldives petrified remains that was removed some years ago. Okay. So, Dwarven people. Lots of love, Lace Harding. Why didn't it disappear? I think this one is a new one from Strife's Journal. Something else, okay. Anything else here? Holy shit. I thought I read some of this. Did something change? I don't think so. There's part 1, there's part 2. Uh-huh. It's been about more than a week since I last played, so yeah. I know it's meant to upload to YouTube, but again, the game doesn't really excite me as much to continually play it like I did for Inquisition, where I was playing it almost every day to just get a video or two uploaded. Looks like I read this. I remember I read this. I don't know whether they changed. Okay. Okay. And this one is Ferelden culture. Yes, Mamari. I think we only managed to have Mabari as a party member in Origins. Beyond that, nope. Okay, so yeah, that's quite a bit here. Okay, anyway. Let's see, is there anything else? Okay. That's very interesting. Unpack. Settle into the room.
Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this.
What? Look at the mirror.
Take a long, hard look in it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done.
E. Nah, I'm trying to live up to that.
I don't know if I see a hero's face. But it's a face that's seen a lot. Got a few new scars. Some that show up in the mirror, some that don't. But Varric believed in me then, and he believes in me now. I can do this.
Place toy griffin.
Every time I look at this, I can hear that little girl thanking me for saving her village from Darkspawn. She said that since the Grey Wardens didn't have griffins anymore, I could have hers. If I hadn't been there, I'd never have met Varric. I never had to deal with the First Warden complaining I ignored orders.
I suppose it was fair.
But if it was worth rushing in to save the village instead of waiting for reinforcements, it was worth dealing with the consequences too. The peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me nobles think of ruling like a game of chess, that each move determined what mark humanity will leave on the world. If we don't stop fighting each other and focus on the real problems, it'll be the gods leaving their mark, not us.
Okay. Anything else I can do here? No. Oh, one more keepsake here. Combat manual.
Meditation upon the use of blades. Must have read this thing cover to cover a dozen times during weapons training.
It was hard there. Those were the days. Let's do this.
If I hadn't gotten stuck with kitchen duty for breaking curfew so often, I might have read it even more. Right. That's better. Now, how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or relaxing? Maybe if I clear my mind.
Okay.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. Did I overstate the danger?
No. It appears to be just about as bad as you said.
How unfortunate for you.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gelanane.
Nothing.
Someone has to do something. I may not be the right person for this job, but I'm the only one left.
So your call to action is that any attempt is better than none?
Back in the Grey Wardens, I was with a group of recruits outside this village dealing with the Darkspawn incursion. Our orders were to wait for reinforcements, but we knew that by the time they arrived, everyone in that village would be dead.
So you led your team of recruits in any way, collapsing the tunnel and saving the village.
How'd you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that if someone has to make a call, I'll do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started what?
My rebellion against the Evanuris, the elven gods as you call them. They wish to reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need two things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
The rest of the Blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
Yes. Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped. That fragment grew beneath the earth and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
And that is very interesting. So basically, the throne room of the Maker was actually a prison for the Blight. And the Magisters, the Tevinter Magisters at that time, released it.
The Blight didn't escape with the gods?
Elganon and Gillenane escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the Blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at that village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
But though this part is where, there was some question, how did he trap the Blight? And there will be a very good reason for this question later on. But just think about that. So Solus trapped all of the Blights into the Fate, in the Golden Prison, which was mistaken as the Golden Throne of the Maker.
I don't understand. Elganon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation, and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
Stop them.
What would they need to do to free the blight? And how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed two things, and the blight is the first. What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
You think they want the elves back? I don't think the elven people will bend a knee to blighted murderous monsters.
Agreed. Elganon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Elganon and Gillenane.
Sounds entertaining.
You want me to pick fights with tyrants and bullies? Sounds fun.
I gave no orders. All I offer are suggestions.
I'm on it. What else?
The Veravas, the lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
Not yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes. I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
Okay. So I can put enter decoration mode. For now I'm not bothered yet. I think this looks more badass. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I can't be bothered to do this now. Don't have a lot of collections. I can enter decoration mode. Okay, let's talk with Warwick.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing...
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
There is something about Varric that will be revealed later, and this was actually a subtle clue. How the hell did Varric know what Solus said when we haven't even talked to him yet? Yeah.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do. You just need to get it done. Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? I watched you lead a few misfit recruits and push back one of the biggest darkspawn hordes I've ever seen.
Just needed to find the right strategy.
And no other warden found it. You stopped that horde. Had to drop a town hall on it, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook. And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
There is something. When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Nev got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus in the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
He never answered the question.
It doesn't matter how I feel about it. We can't stop the gods without what he knows.
And there you go. You don't have to love him to deal with him.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
Demeter's crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You sent him to the wardens, right?
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime. You can stop fussing over me. Go see what the others are up to.
Love Auric. Since Dragon Age 2. Yeah, I need to check in with Nev. So let's look at the map. There's 2 chests. She's downstairs. That's Varric. Okay. Harding has a time limited conversation. Let's talk to her. Who's this? Kirkwall Finest. Okay, I'll check it out. Okay. This is one thing I dislike about the Veilguard. How item leveling, instead of finding items or crafting item, you just find more of the same item and you get level up and you can upgrade them. So I don't know. It's not a bad system, but compared to what Inquisition offered, I didn't like this one. What can we change to? Gillenane. We're still to the Dread Wolf for now. Let's talk to Harding.
Toldar is a Tunal. Vedun Gar Velos Atredum. But Velos Atredum is nothing like Isatunal.
Isatunal. I remember. After you touched the dagger, the prayer, the proclamation, Isatunal. What exactly are you proclaiming?
They don't remember. No one remembers. We don't even know what we lost.
You lost.
Harding? Are you in there?
I'm sorry, what?
What does Isatunal actually mean?
Isatunal is an affirmation, a statement of existence, of being. It means, I am here. But no, not I. I is singular, but it isn't. We either. We is multiple, but also separate.
What?
Isatunal is the eternal hymn that encompasses all time. All spaces. I am, we are, this and that, here, there, now, and forever.
Well, Dad.
How does this get us anywhere?
Right. I guess it would be like a mage explaining how magic feels to someone who doesn't have it. I'm certain Isatunal describes how we, the dwarves, once were. But none of the books say anything about it. None of the histories are right. If we forgot something so important, what else did we forget?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't expect you to have an answer. Thanks for letting me babble, by the way.
Anytime. That's what I'm here for.
That seems awkward. But yeah, okay. Can I still talk to her? No.
Hey, Nev. Hi, Wisps.
Yeah, they're still here. But you're here for leads. You want allies to go after the gods? I've got places to look, if we can get anywhere but Arlathan.
Valara's working on it. What have you got?
Let's start with the angles we know. The gods are corrupt magic personified. Who do we hire to fight that? First, the Antivan Crows.
You want to fight gods with assassins?
Not just any assassin, their most feared mage killer, the Demon of Virantium.
Working with a feared mage killer doesn't bother you?
If he doesn't have a contract out on me, it's not a problem.
It's a fancy name. Can he back it up?
That's the question. The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages in Venatori. From everything I've learned, the reputation was earned. I never uncovered his real name, and there's been fewer stories the last few years, but the Crows would know. I can set a meeting with their bosses.
Alright, do that.
As soon as possible.
I hadn't planned to dawdle.
You said the Crows were first. What's next?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter Authority.
Won't help and can't be trusted, which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the Empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
Are they all mages?
Tevinter might prize its mages, but the Shadows accept anyone. We've all got a stake in the cause.
No such stories.
I get the feeling you have a lot of dramatic stories.
One or two.
So we talked to the Crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
Let's go and take a look at the outfit. I think it's this one. Wait. This is from Dragon Age 2. Hawk's signature outfit. I like it. For now, I'll use this. Casual vest. I can make an axe look like a sword. That's just weird, really. Okay. But the hawk outfit is nice. No, okay.
Almost there. I just have to. Shit! Sorry.
Can I help?
No, I got it. Mostly, mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion.
place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Illuvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us, freedom of ways. I wonder...
If you have an idea what that place is, Balara, share it. We don't have time to waste.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Illuvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
So what Harding mentioned was the Trespasser DLC. That was the first time they introduced to something like the Crossroads. Trespasser DLC for Inquisition, the last DLC back in 2015.
Who are you? And how did you get here?
The Wolf's Fang. You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more... sad.
Well, the two are inclusive.
Just because something's sad doesn't mean it isn't dangerous.
I can think of an example or two that proves that.
And we still don't know what this Illuvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
Okay. Let's open up Codex. So magic dampener node. Okay. What is this? No, I read this already. I don't know why this. You read it and it's not reflecting that it was read. It's just ridiculous. Okay. Decimal. Okay. Charter. Yeah, he didn't have to save her life. That's true. And this is what happened in also in Trespasser DLC. Yeah, from Inquisition. He didn't have to warn me and Harding to give up. I didn't think he wants to do this, so I'm taking the chance. Don't want it coming back to me. Okay. 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 No other thing to do but to go through. Right? Lava is there now. Okay, let's just start it. How's that? Change party. I'll take Balara. Yeah, for this playthrough, I was initially not planning to romance anyone. Didn't really find anyone appealing to romance, but I think I will try to go for Balara. Okay, let's start. I'm leaving Nev behind because she's injured. That's, logical choice.
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, Dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The Crossroads.
Can you help us? I get the feeling this is no place to get lost.
The Evenurus hunger for the Crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight, death, madness. They send their minions to claim this place. The Crossroads is in a time of need, Dweller. I cannot protect you.
You don't have to. If you're standing against the gods, then consider us reinforcements.
Alright. The game is beautiful. I like how things looks. As it should. For 10 years in the making. Let's just explore this area. Like I said, my first playthrough, I did some degree of exploration. I did quite a fair bit, but there are certain parts I just simply rushed through.
Can't travel this way.
The gods want to cut us off from the Crossroads.
Yep, okay. Oh yeah. Forgot. I can break all this shit. Nothing here. Last one. Okay, so there's somewhere there. So before we go there, let's check out this side.
Light, roots, and magical seals? What's through there?
Okay, Revenant Essence. So there's only one way.
Yeah, this dog seems sturdy. So you can ferry us to the other islands?
Winds await, Dweller.
I'll take that as a yes.
Let's go.
Onward, dweller. The spirits here were driven out, refugees now from the gods' minions. I have summoned the guardians of the crossroads to protect them. Beware. The guardians repel all interlopers.
So we're interlopers too?
Yep. Venatory.
The gods! The Fater. That's where they're breaking through.
Guess we can thank the gods for that.
Get ready.
Wait, you...
I can't stay that way!
Finish him up.
End it now!
Nice, Balara!
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Whatever you say. Get out of there.
One down.
Knew you could do it, Rook.
The battle is pretty awesome, but as you progress through the game, it gets burdensome. So I'm supposed to go where? Here? There's a lot of other ways I can go though. Okay, I'm just opening the teleporter first. There was one more over there.
That's a problem. Time to finish this.
There's a way there. So that is this one. I think this one needs a champion essence.
Trouble coming.
Ranged attackers.
Warden wings, okay. I want you to go there, so nothing in the middle? No. Exit is space, okay. Okay. Okay, I don't need to go here yet. Okay, let's just continue on. The main.
The gods' blight and blood magic has sealed the way. Only their champion may open it.
A champion?
It dwells on this island. Challenge the champion and claim its essence. This path will open to you.
Okay. There's something there. The Vanish City, I know I am. Susan Krebs with Janan Circle, 820 bless. Be hungry. Okay.
They weaken!
What?
The Guardians can't hold them off for long. Is there something inside it?
Wait. Wait, I can't level up? I thought I level up? No. 6, okay, no. Companions? Anything new? Lara has nothing new. 0 skill, Harding. You got something new. Okay. It's an upgrade. Take it.
That's the champion we're looking for. Watch yourselves.
Right on him! Don't just stand there!
Good. Lara and me can do something.
That's the essence we need. It's cold. Oh, hope I don't have to carry it for too long. An altar to a wolf. Bet I know who that's for.
Okay. I saw it. Skill point. Ooh. We are heading towards the champion path, so I think we should go for this next flaming weapon. No choice, that's the only way through the champion path. The shortest route anyway.
Got it.
Oh, sorry about that. But the gate has opened. Okay, we got a shortcut. Okay, what is this? I refuse to be beaten troopless. I think something unknowable variant you're caught in that. Variant doesn't ring a bell. Could be someone from the previous game or just a nobody that. So there's nothing I can do here. Alright. Return to the blighted door. Okay. Wait, I think there is an item I can put in, right? Okay.
As the gods' champion passed freely, so will you.
Level 7. Nice. Another point. Let's level it up. Okay, what do I want? Take down damage 15%. Heavy attack. Control ability, bringing our area abilities greatly increase. Each enemy hit. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll take that one first. Oops.
I didn't know this many Illuvians still existed. Where do they go?
Time to find out.
Mm-hmm. So this is where we need to go. Let's take a look. Okay, so I'm thinking of going to Treviso first. When I go to Minratos, I'll bring that along. Okay, try. No, and it's this one. Okay. Excuse me. Nothing yet? Alright. Oh, I can only bring one person. Let's bring Lolara. Maybe I bring Adik. I know Lara and me can synergize. Let's do that. But it's a quest, and we are already at 57 minutes. No. Then I think we'll skip this first because I don't want to start a quest when I'm already at the 1 hour mark. Okay, so we've done all that. Alright, so I think we can head back to Crossroads. Let's head back to the lighthouse. I don't want to start that quest yet. So I got something I can talk with Balara. I don't know why I keep using ver instead of blur. Balara's here.
Oh, shit! No! Okay. Try again. Deep breaths. There. Oh, God damn it! Oh no! Sorry. Just breaking things.
Want help? I could, I don't know, kick it or something?
Oh, yes. Just be careful. Some things don't do well. If you break them, I mean.
What kind of don't do well are we talking about?
Oh, you know, reality tears, wild magical energy. Also, for some reason, bees. I don't know why. And I don't know why this won't work. Thought I'd figured it out. But it keeps breaking, and I can't get my thoughts to line up.
You fixed the Illuvian, though.
The Illuvian was easy. Once I replaced the resonance crystals, adjusted the lyrium lens, it worked fine. I mean, I had to realign the matrices, but it just worked. Not like this thing.
Okay, I'm going to go for the romance option with her.
You don't give yourself enough credit. You're smart. You'll figure it out.
Well, thank you for thinking that.
Of course. Also, what is it exactly?
It's the Nodus Dirthalin, the 8th archive. I heard it was gone forever, but here it is.
So, what does it do?
It knows things, whatever its creator knew, at least. So much knowledge, all the wonders of Elvenon. Or at least bits of them, which is more than we have. Once I figure it out, at least, whoever made it was powerful, but clumsy. It's resonating off tempo. Need to match it. First, introduce a microfracture. But before that, you'll need the Fate harmonics, so... Sorry, I ramble sometimes. I'm a rambler. Ruined a lot of relationships. Most of the people I've been with didn't care for it. And I'm doing it. Again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's go.
I could listen to you ramble all day.
Oh, well, same to you. Not that you ramble, you should talk more. I mean, you talk plenty. Just the right amount. Ideal talking. Okay. Anyway, the Nodus Dirthalin. I'll get back to it. Soon. But I think I need a break. Maybe take a nap and I can finish later.
Yeah, good plan.
Personally, I always endorse napping.
Right. Never underestimate a good nap. Anyways, let me know if you need me. I'll be ready.
They'd found someone who could fix their mirror. One of Arlethan's own Veil Jumpers. Just what they were looking for. And Balara had found something else. An artifact that held a wealth of lost knowledge. But a prize like that was going to attract more attention than they'd bargained for.
Okay. So let's see, what do we have? So I think the next one, I'll be cutting now, but I think the next one will go to Treviso. Is there anything else we can do for the time being before we wrap up? Nothing, no upgrades of any sort. We get a skill. The next skill point, I will open up another skill. Okay. Let's just chill over here, and then I'll cut it for now, and I'll continue in the next video. I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.